44 shit, you know what I mean? Busy man. Look, when that shit drop, you step all the way on their neck, step on their neck and they head with that shit.
Fine then, I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I'll pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived, they don't know how I did it. Got it out the mud, straight to glory, they don't know how I fed. He nice, but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. They mad, up to solid, circle tight, yeah, vacuum seal. No, they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rank for it. I got real soldiers, kill for me, nigga, watch yourself. They said you been in beast mode lately, you is not self. When you dropping that fire, precious smash, they inquiring. They can't stop what's coming, but I see them conspire. Cross the line, them firing. This bitch here, finna break the spin. No kindness, I don't trust you, circle small. You can keep your features. Me and my niggas don't keep no secrets. In the field like Jeepers Creepers, say they want some smoke, dawg. So I brought these chimney sweeps. Coming like we coming, you can't even cap. These niggas don't run it like we running, bitch, don't even start. Bitch, I'm with my niggas till the end, till them do us part. If you wanna leave, you can leave, bitch. Bless your heart, fine then. I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the mud, straight to glory. They don't know how I feel. He nice, but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. Oh, I got a man, circle tight, yeah, back and seal. I heard they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rate for real. Take over in effect, yeah, I'm fully focused. You might not see it on me, just know it's women, that bitch fully loaded. Ooh, yeah, we up and rolling. Told them I need major motion. Think I'm joking, I'ma school them niggas like they baby Jody. Got it out the dust, now I'm too clean, don't know why they hate me. What you want out life, dawg? Guns and butter, baby boy. I.S.U.P.K top, dawg. Certified road runner. I'ma turn that E-Line van to a damn tank. I got chopper stash in the attic like they in front. They had that shit on lock till I snapped on them like bolt cutters. You cannot play both sides, gotta choose your colors. See him throwing that one up with that W, that's my blood, bro. Fine then, I ain't show no mercy, I'm gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the dust, straight to glory. They don't know how I feel. He nice, but he don't show the skills, how I show the skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. Ooh, I got a man, circle tight, yeah, back and seal. Said they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rate for real.
I got you. Let it rap real quick. Look.
See the eyes, it's time to vote God. My God, a real nigga, cause he wasn't no flaw. Posted on the corner like a watchdog. Family secure, got that shot in the closet by the mob ball. Fuck what they heard, but tell them it's all true. Be cautious, that foundation falls till you fall through. They gon' fall. Look, I keep this shit 50 times 2. Ain't no more heart in this game, I'm John Q. Colder than the avalanche, way above average. Beers taste sweet, told him make me an apple crisp. Left us in the valley full of bones, this where hope found. Java, come on, man. Dark sands get broke down. Riding through Evans to a mall quad. Telling me how the crackers turn this childhood to a ghost town. Focus out there, I lay that game down. I feel his pain, cause nothing is the same now. Never light shine like heaven through a rain cloud. Glock have a fit like my child, no tangent. Try to warn them niggas, we bear arms like tarantulas. Them mother niggas rap, I make anthems. I really seen prophets under this banner. Made my enemies bow down on camera. Told my design I wanted black and white like a panda. I'm better than that nigga that sunk dirty Diana. Look, I move like a Brazilian, precious cargo, spirit ancient, but wave that bitch around like where's Wardo. Sleep if they won't, I cut through they Z's like I'm Zorro. Hate me for his name, so I gotta keep that steel clutch. Trust me, I'm not what you think. I squeeze till it click like Dorothy when the heels touch. The world got me dumb, I don't feel much. Ride around with Yahannah, just left the Shade Bridge. Looking for a bitch better than Baby's kid. Remember, I dropped Quiet Storm, I've been gone ever since. Still in the field, fuck them niggas on the fence, yeah.
Yeah, I got to do a lot of walking, man.
Shalom, y'all brothers hear me? Hey, Salakia, Charlotte, can y'all hear me?
Khan, yo, Shkata, can you hear us?
Can I hear you just fine? Shalom, what about Fayetteville? Can you hear me, bro? Kawhi, I see you, but I don't hear you right now. Yeah, no, y'all not on mute on StreamYard, but I'm not hearing you. Yeah, Salaki, still nothing, no sound. Hey, Salaki Goldsboro, can y'all hear me?
Check 1 2 1 2. Fayetteville.
Now I hear you now, Fayetteville. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear.
Can I hear you just fine? Goldsboro?
Khan, we hear you.
Khan, Most High in Christ. All right, cool. You ready to take it or
Zion is here. You know what I'm saying? You got it, Zion? Zion said he got it.
Khan, no sweat. So I'm gonna go ahead and just I'm gonna put y'all up on the main stage and put everybody else on the side.
Is Giannis up in the building?
Yes, sir.
What's up, Giannis? How you living, brother?
Hey, man, I'm living good, sir.
Oh, yeah.
How's everything with you?
Oh, everything to all. You know what I'm saying? I'll go ahead and do the intro to Officer Zion. Get ready. Shalom, Israel. Yahweh Shemi Ashah Brakatah. Yahweh Shamar Atah Shemi Ashah. To all the brothers and sisters out there. This is I.S.U.P.K, North Carolina Monday Night Scripture Breakdown class, a.k.a. History class. And we'll be taking all questions. And Captain Ithok should be here shortly, Lord willing. Any questions we can't answer, you know, we'll wait till he gets here. If any questions, anybody watching at home, like, share, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Hit the thumbs up button. First thing you should do when you see these videos, hit the thumbs up. Also, we got the Dirty South Cookout coming up in Tennessee. All right, so get ready for that. And with that, I'm gonna pass the class over to. You sure? Okay, yeah, we got the Dirty South Cookout coming up in Tennessee. If you can make it, get down to Tennessee, Nashville, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it on with our brothers and sisters down there. You know what I mean? It's on the 28th through the 1st. You know what I'm saying? I think the itinerary is out. Go to the Nashville page, man. Like that Nashville page also and subscribe. If we got any questions in the room? Also, the morning of blowing the trumpets is coming up in Fayetteville, North Carolina, 205 West Russell Street. Get here, man. Tell a friend. Bring somebody. Let's get it on. Be a lot of food, man. We have a good old time, man. Let's keep this tradition of Israel, man. Damn Halloween and Thanksgiving. Let's keep the days the Most High God gave to us, man. You understand? Anybody got any questions online or anybody in the room? You know what I'm saying? Taking any questions?
At the moment.
Just let me know.
I'll check in. Yeah, nothing online. Okay. Nothing in the room.
Hey, Salakia.
Go ahead.
If I may, could I make a comment, sir?
Go ahead, brother.
Shalom. Okay, so one of the things, like when I was watching Black Watch on Saturday, well, I was actually watching it this morning, but the thing that amazed me, aside when they was talking about modern slavery, Commander General YAHANNA came on, and he was announcing all of the countries that the Queen or the British had oppressed. And I'm telling you, bro, I was amazed because he named off countries for like 3 minutes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And like we don't, like our people, we don't understand the depths of the oppression that we're under worldwide.
Right.
It was amazing, man. For like 3 minutes, he's just rambling off country after country after country after country that's been oppressed by the British over the last 500 years. It was amazing.
Yeah. But that is amazing when you think about it. And that's why I like, and with that, I'm going to pass the class over to Priest Officer Zion Allah 5000.
Shalom, shalom. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shabrak to the Akim. Yahweh Shemal Bashim Yahweh. Shout out to all the sisters out there listening, man. Once again, we're the I.S.U.P.K, started 1 West 125th Street, Hall, New York. Operate up under command of General YAHANNA. We're not affiliated with anyone, you understand? Yonazar, give me that scripture that talk about who shall bring me down. Who shall bring me down? And what he said, Obadiah 10, 1 and 10 or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. He had said to himself, who shall bring me down? And whoever got it, you can just read it when you find the Bible for sure.
Two, 1, 2. Okay, I got it, sir.
Come on with it, brother.
Okay, so this is the book of Obadiah, verse 3. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock.
Go ahead.
Whose habitation is high.
Go ahead.
That saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground.
When going into what you said, Yonazar, is the reason why the oppressor moves and thinks the way he thinks. You understand? He goes into an area with the mindset of strictly dominating and being on top and being like who? Like God. That's the pride of these bastards, man. You think about, the question I have is, how do you think they attain all the riches and wealth in the countries that they rule over? How have they done it?
If I may, sir, the same way they took America, rape, robbery, and murder.
Mm-hmm. Was that not prophesied?
Khan, sir.
So when they say the Bible is irrelevant to what we live in today, that's a lie. When we talk about the scriptures and what the Most High left for us behind our records, he knew exactly who this enemy was that was in the earth. He knew this vessel that he made for dishonor. You know what I'm saying? That's the oppressor. In his mind, he has always thought, who can bring him down? That's Esau. That's the same spirit of what, you know what I'm saying? So what good is a birthright to me? That's the spirit in what the Esau moves in. His goal is to always feel like he's the replacement for God. And for our people as Black, Hispanics, Native Indians, the minute we go into Christianity, the oppressor becomes our God. The minute we stand in line and we go and vote, the oppressor becomes our God. The minute we sit up there and celebrate Christmas, holiday, Valentine's Day, all these paganistic worship days that they give us, they become our God. And in becoming your God, they can rule places like America. They can rule places like Jamaica. They can rule over all these countries that you said, Yanazar. Over, you said 3 minutes?
Yes, sir. Like, he named countries that I never even heard of. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was going on, like, when he was reading the countries, I thought he was going to read like 10 or 20. And, you know, Mahayar was, you know, co-hosting the show here in Durham with Captain Nayata. And he can attest to it because, like, I was like amazed, like, damn, when is he going to stop naming countries? It was crazy, man. You know, they've oppressed all of these people, and only out of all the countries he named, and I know he named like 50 countries at least. I know only 3 of the countries were Caucasian countries. The rest of the countries were dark-skinned brown people.
You know, their kingdom was famous for implementing rules for us paying the king or queen tribute. They go into an area and they make the ruling whoever that country is, they always pay tribute to the king. That's what we're looking at. That's how Esau run this entire earth, man. That's why he's so puffed up for pride, man. You know, you give a black, Hispanic, or Native Indian, we buy a house. Shit, Salakia, we rent a house and we satisfied, Kawal. We just got a little place to lay our head. We Tawab. Yeah, got my little, my little spot over here. I'm cool. I got somewhere to go chill, lay my head at, and I'm Tawab. The oppressor don't think like that. He moves in and he thinking like, I got my house. How can I get you out of your house so I can get your house?
Salakia.
Come on with it.
That's so heavy what you bringing out. Like the house that I was living in, I was there for 8 years. The oppressor, he up undersized and just sell the house and left me 30 days to get the hell out. You know what I mean? Thanks be to the Most High Christ under Commander General YAHANNA, the house I'm in now, better than that house.
Salakia, sir, if I could.
Come on with it, boss.
To add on to what the brother said, because it's so heavy. I mean, Esau trying to take the ghetto back. Man. You gentrifying the ghetto. You go into Harlem now. He trying to kick you out of there and take that over.
The oppressor, he wants everything. He wants us to bow down so he can walk over us. Ain't that what the scripture say? We dealing with a real beast. The real beast that just subtle in all his ways and his smiling and you know what I'm saying? All his ways are filled with wickedness. Like you saying, the brother, like they move in, they have great conversation with you. If you in the hood, if you see the oppressor jogging down the block with that dog, it's a wrap. Go ahead and get ready for your tax. What you call it? That's your property tax value to increase by 400%. And then you wonder why grandma can't live in a house no more. We be content with just making sure the children got something to eat, somewhere to lay our head at. We tawab. The oppressor, man, he wants it all, man. He gonna say what? Read that verse again. You understand?
Khan, sir. The book of Obadiah, verse 3. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee.
What?
The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee.
Man, when you look at Jimmy Neutron, man. Right. I call them Jimmy Neutrons. They just big, you know what I'm saying? Dennis the Menace, if I may.
Yeah, that's better.
Just full of pride in everything that they do. Never giving references to the work that the black Hispanics and Native Indians put in for them to even be in that position. You understand? We are the ones going to punching that clock 9 to 5, 2 to 11. You know what I'm saying? 7 to 7. But you don't get a chance to go and sit down with the CEOs about the conditions that you have to work in. You go to OSHA with some kind of complaint. Hey, we need to lock out and tag out this machine right here. Guess what happens? Not a damn thing. Any complaints Captain Soccer War was talking about how the oppression is so high in Memphis, right? He said brothers and sisters would get injured on the slavery, right? And they won't report it because the oppression is so high. You report the incident on your slavery, you become the issue. Like were you paying attention to what happened? So if you get more than 1 or 2 incidents that happen on your slavery, you'll lose your slavery. So brothers will go to work limping, ankle hurt, fingernails hanging off, and all type of stuff. They got caught up in the machine. They tape it up. They still go in there and work that slavery because they're afraid of the you know what I'm saying, the adverse action that may take place if they report these incidents that happen. Let alone you have too many on the slavery, your health insurance going through the goddamn roof. This is real oppression that we face in this empire under this bastard, man. So 50 countries, let me tell you something. They all in cahoots. They are confederate against thee. They all working to make sure we never find out who we are. And the best way to do it is divide and conquer. That's the truth of what we live with in this empire, man. And guess how he's able to do it? He does it with so much pride and audacity. You understand? You have the audacity and pride to separate a mother from a child, man. You have the audacity to have, not only did you have us in slavery and bondage, you were taking the children from the parents at an early age and sending them away to different plantations. They've broken the psyche of Black, Hispanics, and Native Indians so much so that we don't even understand of how we to interact with each other, man. And how do we do it? Then they prop up people like Queen Elizabeth and say, this is the royal family. So what did that make us? Are we not royalty? What does my status become being when I'm comparing it to Queen Elizabeth? What they call it, Kawal?
A peasant. We all peasants.
They call it plebeians.
The plebeians.
The House of Dragon.
Yeah.
All the more medieval shows. You're not in the royal family and you're just a mere plebeian.
Please. And what they say, and they fed us what? Bread and beer and allowed us to watch the games. Bread and with the peanuts and circus. What's it saying? The bread and circus, man. That's why it's so vital that us in the school and I.S.U.P.Ks as brothers and sisters, we set the example for the earth, the entire globe, what real royalty looks like. And we don't have to steal diamonds and pearls and put crowns on our head that of jewels that we take from somebody else. The Most High give us that. The Lord began out to kick our behind if we took something from another nation in the first goddamn place. He'll tell us to go take over, go subdue this land and take nothing from them. Kill everything in the goddamn land. I'm going to give you something better. And if we are disobedient to it, then we pay for that. The oppressor takes and he's boastful, his pride, right? Read on, Yonazar.
My con, sir. Thou that dwelleth in the clefts of the rock,
come on,
whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?
What does it mean to bring you down to the ground? What does that mean?
Well, sir, in this case, it means to knock you off the seat of rulership.
What does that look like for the oppressor? Does he even understand not to be in charge of the earth?
Sir, he jumps out of buildings when something goes wrong.
Man, we dealing with an oppressor that his whole mindset was to make sure that he's your God. That's a whole different type of pride there, Kawal. That ain't just I'm the captain of the ship. I'm the captain of the ship. I'm the wind. I'm the vessel. I'm the sails and everything that make it move. But the whole time we're the ones doing the rowing, ain't it? That's the type of oppressor that we're dealing with. Read on, Yonazar.
Verse 4. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle.
What does it mean to exalt yourself? And how has the oppressor exalted himself in his empire, in his earth?
So like it, sir. The eagle flies over everything. So to exalt himself, he looks down on everybody else. To exalt himself is to look down on everybody else and for everybody to look up to him, as you said, as God or a God-like figure.
Somebody give me the definition of exalt, please, Baba Kushaw. Who got it? What's the definition of exalt?
This is the definition of exalt. To raise in rank, power, or character. Mm-hmm. To elevate by praise or in estimation. To glorify. To raise to a high level, elevate, enhance an activity, intensify, rousing, exalting. Let's see what else we got. We got here in the Webster's. Let me see. Merriam-Webster's. Yes, that was it. To raise high, elevate.
To raise high, elevate it. You know, every time that we stand for that flag, guess what you're doing? You're exalting this bastard and his accomplishments. Every time we say the Pledge of Allegiance, you're exalting this bastard and what he's done to us. Every time you go into a church and bow down and you see that Caesar Borgia, you're exalting this empire, man. Every time we hate on each other, we talk down on each other, we mistreat each other, we don't be brothers and sisters, you're exalting this empire. You're saying that, guess what? Loving the oppressor is more invaluable than loving my brother. Walking out on my children is allowing this empire to continue to grow. Because you walk out on your children, you understand that it's proven fact that it's an 85% chance that that child would struggle in life without a father in their home. And to walk out of a child's life knowing that you're exalting this empire. It's no wonder they patrol us like the way they do. It's no wonder that fentanyl is all in the goddamn streets. It's no wonder that hip hop music is pushed in a way that does nothing but glorify the destruction of our people. The destruction of our people mean the what? The exalting of another nation, man. That's why we have to make sure that whatever we doing glorifies us, pushes us, exalt your brother and your sister. But I remember back in the day when they first thought, oh, you hating. Well, damn, where did that come from? Oh, don't be hating on me. You know, you ain't got these. Like the whole goal about our lives is becoming about stunning on the next brother or sister. You remember they used to put the 22s on the Caprices in the what's the other one? The Crown Vics. They went from putting the 22, now they put 26s on there. Remember they used to put the little letters on there. Now they got the 30, they put the 32s on there now, bunk, y'all. It's to kind of stun on your brother. What's the point of stunning on your brother when the oppressor is finding ways to get to the moon? Jeff Bezos is organizing programs to make sure that his family, his generations are to wild for years.
So like,
come on with it.
Then that's like that brother PNB Rock. You know what I mean? You know, y'all on Instagram showing all his jewelry. You know what I mean? Then he go to Roscoe's. I mean, and that's not the reason why that brother died, but at the same time, like you go in there with $1 million worth of jewelry on, like that pastor in that Christian church, and you get robbed, like you can't blame nobody but you for being ignorant, you know what I mean?
Us as native, black, Hispanic, native Indian, we really suffering, man. I don't think we don't know the immense poverty that we face day in and day out. In the I.S.U.P.K, we see it and we understand it. That's why you brothers make the sacrifices that y'all make. And it's such an honorable thing to do. When we could try to be the next rap stars or the next, you know, dope boys. We done tried all that. The next Jack boys. All the brothers in here, man, we lay down that lifestyle and we focus on building our nation up. That's what we become. That's what we're trying to exalt. But the oppressor deals with the mindset of exalting himself or raising himself up. And everything that they implement in the earth is designed to make sure that he stays on top. You go into that courtroom with a public defender, he's going to make sure that he stays on top. He don't want you to get out of there. He does not want you to get out of there. Everybody talking about the purge law, the purge law. They call it the purge law that's in Chicago. Talking about how they letting the brothers out of prison with such and such, you know what I'm saying, crimes and these things in the whole earth. Like, why they letting the criminals out? Is that true? Is that what we become? You look at your brothers and sisters like criminals? Maybe if they fix Chicago, we wouldn't look at each other like criminals. Maybe if we fixed Atlanta, we wouldn't look at Atlanta being the gay capital of the world. Maybe we fix New York, you won't get robbed on the L train. Maybe we fix, California, we wouldn't, be worried about who's going to rob you for your chain and your jewelry while enjoying some pancakes. So but if we're void of the Most High and the law, statutes, and the commandments, then come on with it. Who said that?
So, like it, sir, what you're bringing out is so heavy, and what's crazy about it is we don't even realize that our oppressors been purging us. This ain't nothing new. Like we putting on costumes of goons and goblins. Meanwhile, our oppressor have been the biggest monster on the planet. Salakia.
God. And they so devious, man. They got, if you just look at the spirit of the oppressor, now that you understand it, you understand what it means to be a devil now. Real talk. We really understand the essence and the spirit of when we say devils. You at camp and you say, Jimmy's going, excuse me, sir, excuse me. Isn't it about love? We all can get along, and that's what makes it so devious. Getting along is not how they rule this whole goddamn earth. You know what I'm saying? Getting along was far from his mind. He wanted to be what?
Exalted. Salaki.
The oppressor wants to be what?
Salaki.
Come on.
Exalted.
The oppressor want to be exalted,
Salaki, sir.
Come on with it.
What you're saying is so heavy because they raped, robbed, and murdered everything to get to where they at. And now once they run everything, now they want to speak just love stuff. Like you said, the audacity of the Caucasian. That's why I call it the caucasity.
The audacity, man. See, and that's why I say for every brother or sister that's in the I.S.U.P.K under Commander General YAHANNA, man, it's a miracle, brother. It is an absolute miracle for us to understand the opportunity that we have to teach our brothers and sisters how to get from underneath the oppressor. Read on, Yonazar. You got it? Yonazar still with us?
Go, Salakia. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars,
right?
Thence will I bring thee down,
right?
Saith the Lord.
Saith who?
Saith the Lord.
So he's raised himself up so high. The attribute of being so high, he's like the eagle, man. So high above all. Anybody know anything about like birds? Eagle is a predatory bird. Sits high. He raised himself up, exalted himself.
Salaki, sir.
Come on with it.
The eagle is an apex predator, if I'm not mistaken. It don't have no predators against them.
Damn. So ain't nothing up there that's gonna bring him down. You see how the Lord works? Even in understanding scriptures, the Lord laid it out for us to understand it. Read that verse again, Yonazar.
Come on, card, sir. Obadiah, verse 4. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle.
Come on.
And though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord.
Saith who?
Saith the Lord.
Ain't no running from this judgment, oh Mr. Oppressor.
That's right.
Ain't no running from this judgment. What you done to the Lord's children, you gotta pay for that. You gotta pay for that. All them countries that the Queen or the Scottish and the England and all the murder, rape, and robbing that they've done in the earth since Cain. Yeah, you gotta pay for all of that, man. So when you see your brother, like when we be out there camping, the brothers going out and feeding our brothers and sisters, all the ailments that you see that our people are dealing with, smile at them, because you know the thing that's been done to them, the oppressor gonna get that work for what he done to them, man. All them homes without fathers, yeah, you gonna get that work. All them crack babies, all them strippers, all them dope boys, all them jackers, all them molesters, all the things that you allowed to be pushed in the earth, knowing that it's wrong, knowing that it destroys generations, knowing that it destroys families, knowing that you sending a black man to die for a country that you won't even let him sit down in a concert beside the oppressor. You would send these young black brothers off to war in their youth, man, to fight for a country knowing damn well that you didn't intend on them being a part of this country at all. You got to pay for that. Somebody has to answer for that. That's why we have to continue to fight and push this truth, man. That's the patience and the hope of the saints. That all the things that you can think of that has destroyed your family, somebody got to pay for that out. But these are the things that they push in the earth. Y'all seen on the news where the Texas governor took some immigrants and dropped them on Kamala Harris' address. You using us as political pawns to make your statements. You know what I'm saying, Bunky? You take some of the lowest impoverished people and you use them as pawns for your political agenda. A person that has no might in their hands, and then what the scripture say, and you push them off on us like that. These are the games that they play with our lives. And before long, the hurricane just hit Puerto Rico. They're already talking about ain't no lights down there, right? The food supply has been shut off. Logistical nightmares that we're going to have to face as a nation of people. And the first thing they said was, Hurricane Maria, was it Hurricane Maria that hit the first time? I want to say Hurricane Maria came through and tore it up. And it was like, well, how we going to have disaster relief after we just gave them all that money for, Hurricane Maria? Come on with it, soldier.
Salaki Adam, if I may, that just speaks volumes about how the oppressor, how they view us. They denigrate us to the point where we're dehumanized. They don't look at us like, they're equals as far as being human beings, because they would never do the Ukrainians like that. They would never do the Afghan refugees that way, but they damn sure would do a Hispanic or a Native Indian or a Negro that way. We're obsolete in their eyes. We are dispensable to them, and it's a shame. Salaki.
In their mind, we're supposed to be dispensable, because what they're thinking is we have the royal family, quote unquote. What we need y'all for? Because we are the ones that are a Bottom John killer brother was caressing the murderer of his brother's hair, caressing her hair. They're the royalty for people who don't understand that we're the chosen people of God, man. and we find a space to hate one another. You mean to tell me Botham? Y'all remember the story of Botham John, right? The brother was eating ice cream. So whatever the story is, this devil entered into his home, and she was so confused that she killed his brother and mistaking him for being in her apartment. Not, hey, what are you doing in my apartment? It's, oh, black guy, pow, 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 pow. Another clip. Pow, pow. Give me another clip. That's what we get in this empire. And you mean to tell we have time to be hating on one another? The whole damn earth is praising white Jesus and Queen Elizabeth. And the brother make up his mind, man, I just want to go and sit down and eat with my family, and you cannot do it. Oh, you gotta, the brother said you gotta check in when you go out to LA. I'm gonna take what Charleston White say. Charleston White say you never see give me some of the what they say? What he say? What Charleston White say? You don't have to make Taylor Swift don't check in LA. She don't check in California, Compton. Come on, man. We look at each other like that because we look at them as being royalty. If they only understood that they are the real scum of the earth, man. They are the gum on the bottom of our shoes. Because how else would you treat a murderer? How else should you see a rapist? You understand? How else can you see somebody who goes in and steal everything? That's what you would call your brother. Oh man, but don't lean in around him, he'll steal it. Do we say the same thing for the oppressor? Do we see the same? We know that now. I'm off for that, man. Let's go. What are the hot stories we got out here for Cat get in here, man? What else we got? Come on, Quadon.
So like I said, I don't know if y'all seen it or how old it is, but you know, the same pastor that got robbed, he choked that sister in the church.
He what?
He choked the sister in the church. Like he shoved her by the neck. He talking about she was about to attack his baby. As he was saying, she was coming up talking to his rib, and he forcibly moved her out of the church and told him to press charges, whatever you want, whatever kind of charges, press charges against her. You know, but he was like, I'm gonna protect mine, I'm gonna protect my baby. But damn, what happened to that when the Christian church got robbed? So like this, sir.
What you mean? So the pastor that
Whitehead.
Oh, the Whitehead.
The same pastor that got robbed just recently. He forcibly pushed that sister by her sister was walking up toward the pulpit, and he forcibly pushed her in her neck, you know, and was forcing her out the door and was telling the brother, or I guess the ushers, you know, go ahead and press charges on the sister. Whatever it is you want to press charges, just press charges.
I got the video, sir, if you want it.
Come on with it, Thabo One.
Come on.
What Thabo One say? You got the video? Let me see the video. Let me see this thing.
Bitches. You will come preach? Come on up here. Come on up here. Yeah.
Hold on. What council coach at? Where the council coach at? And then what they supposed to be doing?
Salakia, sir. The council culture, the Me Too movement, the feminist movement. You can't do that to a woman movement. All of that.
Yeah. That's a hate group right there.
Come on.
Hey, glory to God. Now remove her out of here. Move her out of here.
You gonna speak? You supposedly speaking in the Lord's language, and now you abuse your sister like that. You see why they're Christian? That's why our people have to come out of that Christian church. We done sat in class for a very long time in I.S.U.P.K. And we've seen sisters with all that with a G15 demon on them out. And you never seen a brother put their hands on a sister in here like that. And all that really just come from, once again, because his manhood was taken. You understand? That's where that come from. Now I gotta be tough on everybody. Why you didn't do that when they took your jewelry off for you? Because it was a real adversary against you. You understand? You ain't gonna fight against that. You say, nah, man, I'm gonna grab this sister by her braids and throw her out of here. Come on, man. If it's 2022, if we don't know that the Christian church is a damn joke, then our lives are a joke.
That's right.
Ain't nothing no Christian pastor can ever tell. They be so, hey, brother, you know I got a church right across the river. I'd be like, how many people you lying to in there? Now, hold on now, brother. Hold on. How much money that you taking from them? What other ways are you benefiting from being in that church? Are you telling them that the laws of God are done away with? Are you telling them they're Israelites? You telling them they are children of the Most High? Are they just there for your pleasure? They there for your comfort. What else we got? If you're in the I.S.U.P.K. and you listening to us right now, you should get out of that goddamn Christian church as soon as possible, Baba Bashar. Because if not, you'll have a jack-o'-lantern on your damn steps in the next 10 days. Look, waiting on Ichabod Crane to ride by.
Yes.
Come on, what else we got? Come on with it.
Yes, sir. I don't know if you heard. Did you hear about the Quando Rondo situation where his friend getting killed and supposedly he was denouncing his Crip affiliation? You know, he had got shot at like a week before PNB Rock. His friend got killed.
Okay, so somebody help the brother out. You said that Quando Rondo had an altercation with some ops, I'm assuming, right? And
yes, you can say they are, yeah. It's supposed to be a rolling 60 Crip. And his friend ended up getting shot at. I don't know if he didn't check in or whatever the case. But he's denouncing his Crip affiliation, saying he's about to drop his flag, meaning he's gonna lead the Crip. That's what he said. So, yep.
It's like you said.
Come on, Double One.
And if I may, it's been like what the bro's talking about. It's like it's been kind of like a little controversy because it's like, you know, street dudes is like, well, you know, you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? You can't renounce just because the situation get crazy and now, you know what I mean? Like you can't renounce you a Crip for life. Or, you know what I'm saying? Or you in it for life. And you know what I'm saying? Some people are like, you know, I think even Charleston White talked about it. It's like, yo, like, you know, he's a kid. Like I think Quando Rondo's like maybe what, 2020, maybe?
2021.
Yeah, he's like 2021. And he's like, yo, like, you know what I mean? Give him a chance to live his life. If he don't want to live that life no more, he should have that opportunity without being ridiculed and made fun of. But a lot of people is like saying, nah, you know what I'm saying? Once you take that life, you know, that's it. You know what I mean? And then they look at it almost like he's a coward for saying, I don't want to be a Crip no more.
Yeah, kind of like that movie, what's it called? Blood In, Blood Out. I don't know if y'all ever seen it.
Slocky, sir.
Come on with it.
If I may, that just proves that there's no other brotherhood like the brotherhood that's in the I.S.U.P.K. because we don't drop our flags in here. You know what I mean? We don't let our colors fly, man. We in here to the death, man.
Right.
And we like that because we realize that it's something that's real. When we talk about gangs and all these things, like, yeah, it sounds good to throw up your set. All those things, you know what I'm saying? Those things, to be around our brothers, that what it really boils down to, Kawal. You understand? There's some brothers that come from the same block, and you understand some cats on this block may have done something to you. Remember, you growing up in the 6th or 7th, 8th grade, you slap boxing in the bathroom. Your friends all the way up until you graduate from high school. You get out of high school, and all of a sudden, he's an ops. Brother, you were just playing throwback tackle with him when you were 13 years old. Right. Quando Rondo found out that, guess what? Damn, I could really lose somebody behind this bull crap. That hurt a little bit, huh?
Mm-hmm.
But here go the other part about it is us knowing that not keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, guess what? There are going to be more brothers that die.
Come on.
Quando Rondo, yeah, you can denounce the game, brother. Most High in Christ, you walked away from that with your life. But if you're still smoking weed, Quando Rondo, you're still in danger.
That's right. Damn right.
You understand? If you're still having sex with whores and throwing them away, you're still in danger. Yeah, you dropped your flag that walked away from the game, but you're still in danger.
Come on. It's like
yeah, you feel what I'm saying? You want real escapism from the danger that this empire provides? Get a flyer in the I.S.U.P.K and get in class in all black.
That's right.
Hey, Salaki, sir. I think Cap is ready, sir.
Say again, sir.
Salaki, I thought Cap is backstage. He's ready to go, sir.
Okay, Most High in Christ. And with that, I'm gonna turn the class over to preaching prophet of 13,000 Captain 9,000 Bunyami. Give him a hand, brother.
All right, shalom. Yahaba Shem Yashai Brakatham. Yahashim Altabashim Yashai to the sisters. Akim, where we at?
If I may, sir, we're in the book of Obadiah, verse 4, sir.
Okay. Somebody wanted that breakdown? Or we just on it?
We just on it because of the oppressor, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
This is the book of Obadiah, verse 4. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord.
All right. So what is that saying?
If I may.
Go ahead.
That the oppressor is going to exalt himself above everybody, and that he looks down on everybody, and he wants himself to be looked up to. You understand? And at the same time, while he's up there, he's preying on everybody below.
Correct. Right? No, you're on it. All right. So it say he shall what? Exalt himself where?
As the eagle.
As the eagle. But where? They say above what?
Above the stars.
Yes, above the stars. That's him doing what now? That's him going out there in outer space. You understand? Trying to do what?
Create a new world.
Yeah. But what is he trying to do? Come on.
It's like, so he looking in, you know what I'm saying, for the Lord.
Yeah, he's trying to fight the Lord. He's trying to prepare to fight him.
Okay.
Salaki, sir.
He already conquered the earth. Come on.
Could we also use that and make it like a manifold with the children of Israel too? Because the children of Israel are referred to as the stars too. He exalt himself above us.
You could, but then you gotta, you gotta use other precept to bring a point across.
Like the one where Joseph had the dream.
Give me a little more. What dream you talking about?
When Joseph had the dream that he saw the 12 stars and that his was higher than the rest of, I think that's
yes. I say you got to do some precepting, correct? All right. So, any questions and online? Any question on YouTube?
So no questions online, but we got a question in the room though.
Come on.
It's like, so I wonder if I get there's a breakdown on two precepts.
Mm-hmm.
The first one's in Proverbs chapter 27 and verse 19.
Come on.
This is the book of Proverbs chapter 27 and verse 19. As in water, face answer to face, so the heart of man to man.
Read above.
Come. Verse 18. Whoso keepeth the fig tree shall eat the fruit thereof. So he that waiteth on his master shall be honored.
Mm-hmm. Read on.
Verse 19. As in water, face answer to face, so the heart of man to man.
I'm gonna get that one for you.
Come on. And the second one, sir, is in chapter 28 and verse 3.
Mm-hmm.
It says, this is the book of Proverbs chapter 28 and verse 3. A poor man that oppresseth the poor is like a sweeping rain which leaveth no food. So I'm trying to figure out who was that? Who would that first poor man be? Like a poor man that oppressed the poor, like.
Mm-hmm.
You seem like it's saying like they on the same level, like, or I know it's different levels of being poor.
Right, but yeah, I mean, a poor man. Who is a poor man?
Well, I guess that's what I'm trying to figure out as far as this context. It's talking about like a brother that just ain't got nothing, or.
If I may, sir. Like it's like one Israelite who is poor oppressing another Israelite.
That's what I think that's the part Maya is on. All right. So yes, you could use it like that, but at the same time too is just think your politicians. You understand what I'm saying? Like remember this kingdom. Who kingdom is this?
It's Esau kingdom.
This ain't your kingdom. You understand what I'm saying? So all that money you think your politician have in his pocket, that ain't his own. That belongs to who? The oppressor. You understand?
So the politician would be that first poor man oppressing, the ones that are even lower.
Yes.
Okay.
Like no, the mayor of the city, he now making laws to do what? To oppress you. You understand? And he's saying that a poor man oppressing a poor man, you understand? You know this man poor. You fighting through the COVID-19, the turmoil right now. But your brother, he poor also too. But guess what? You're oppressing him.
So
you making him work. And guess what? I ain't got the money today to pay your brother. You know what I mean? Come back again. You treated him just like Esau would treat, treat us on the whole. Come on, Athan.
Come on, I was gonna say like the drug dealer. You know what I'm saying? Like he poor and he's selling drugs to his brothers, knowing that they poor, taking their money trying to feed his kids.
Yeah, correct.
So, like, if I may, can I add on?
And it's, come on.
Yes, sir. I was gonna say the same thing that brother said, but I was gonna also say like pimps and prostitutes, like prostituting young women, like a pimp prostituting a young girl, getting the money from the young girl, like just to make money off her, pretty much, or like a stripper on the stripper pole, kind of like that concept.
Yes.
Like pretty much degrading the woman's value for his own selfish gain.
Correct. Right, Maya, and you understand the last part of it, right? Where you say like is like. When you use like, is it a metaphor or simile? Type of one.
This is simile, sir.
Right, simile. Right. So meaning this situation is similar to what? To what, Maya? Read the last part.
Khan says, like a sweeping rain which leaveth no food.
Which leaveth what?
No food.
You understand? Yes, think a rain that came down, like what you call it again, like a Hurricane Katrina. You mean a dreadful storm that came down and just take away all your food, everything. Like what happened in Mississippi. You understand? Like they didn't have water. They didn't have water, clean water to drink for what, over 7 days. Well, it's like a poor man oppressing another poor man.
Concert.
It's like we in hell, and we oppressing the man who in who worse hell than us. You understand? Right?
Concert. The water.
Annabelle. Any more?
I was going, Salaki, sir, if I may.
Mm-hmm.
I was going also would gentrification be another form of that? Like gentrification, like moving like all our people out of the neighborhood. Would that be another way of that as well? If I'm correct.
Gentrification is more, the oppressor. He is the one, putting that into play. You understand? This is more, on how we treat each other. You understand? It's more along that line on how we treat each other in this kingdom, in this sinful kingdom.
Sir.
Right. If no more, then let's go back to I think where it was Daniel 7. Let's go back to Daniel 7. All right, and start at 7:3.
Kind of on concert. This is the book of Daniel, chapter 7 and verse 3. And 4 great beasts came up from the sea, diverse one from another.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Verse.
What was your breakdown for that?
Sir, if
Salaki,
sir, it's talking about the 4 great kingdoms. Each one's different from the other.
That's it. All right. And the beast. What precept we go to break the beast down to show that it's not an literal animal it's talking about? What's the precept?
Salaki. It was
Go ahead.
Ezekiel 34:5.
That's it. Get it and read it.
Book of Ezekiel, chapter 34 and verse 5. And they were scattered because there is no shepherd, and they became meat to all the beasts of the field.
All right, and the day is who? Who's the day?
Israel, sir.
Yes, Israel. Correct.
Salaki, sir.
Uh-huh.
Could we also use Genesis 3:1 to prove that beast of the field is the other nation?
Let me hear.
Now the serpent was more this is the book of Genesis, chapter 3, verse 1. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which the Most High had made.
No, because it's not explaining what the beast is. Who the beast is. So that same scripture you pull, you will have to use Ezekiel to prove that the serpent is not a snake, a token snake. It's actually a man.
Come.
All right. So go ahead and get Ayathan.
Come. Ezekiel chapter 34 and verse 5. And they were scattered because there is no shepherd.
Right, and they were what? They were what?
Scattered because there is no shepherd.
What do you mean by we were scattered?
Salakia, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Divided.
Give me a little more. You on it? You're on the part.
Slacky, sir.
Uh-huh.
I would say more, how you say it, divided, but basically like spread through the many nations, I guess you could say.
Not so much spread through many nations. Is more than just spread through many nations. That's why I want him to explain what you mean by divided. What you mean by divided?
If I may, sir.
Come on.
We don't function as a family, as a nation with each other anymore. You know, we're like strangers to one another and even have become to hate one another. You know, for different tribes, and we got tribalism and all this kind of madness that's going on among our people because we don't really know who we are because we had no shepherd to show us the way.
Right, but where's the root of all that coming from?
So like you, sir.
Come on.
I would say, how you say, like the different, like I say, Christianity, basically.
That's it. That's where you had to take it. We divided because of Christianity. We divided because of Islam. We divided because of all these religions. We divided because of your political stance. So some black people were Democrats, somewhat Republicans, and because of that, they're enemies. You understand? Some black people Christian, some black people Muslim, and because of that, they are enemies. They no longer see each other as what? Brothers and sisters. So you are a black Muslim. Guess what? Guess who's your brother?
White Muslim.
Or yes, the Arabs. No, the Arabs is your brothers. So guess what? You're gonna jump on a plane and go across there for the jihad. You understand? You're gonna go join ISIS, and before you know it, you're dead. You understand? Right?
Salaka, sir.
Come on.
And this how you know brothers ain't really Muslims for real. Because I don't see no brothers, I don't see no Jake strapping no bomb on themselves and blowing themselves to hell away.
Right. You understand? They that's why the brother call it, hit the nail on the head with Christianity. The Muslim in America, you nigh unto being a Christian. You celebrate the same holidays the Christians celebrate. You believe in the same things the Christians believe in. The only difference is you call your religion by a different name. That's all. All right. We are separated. We are divided because of our belief system, because of Christianity. You understand? Read on.
Come. And they became meat to all the beasts of the field.
All right. And what does that mean?
Salakia, sir. That all the other nations is feeding off of us.
But what you're saying is correct, Yaneza, but where you break it down, you know what I mean, for the earth to know. Like me and you, we having a conversation. I'll be understanding what you're saying because you know what I mean, cut from the same cloth, basically. You know what I mean, we need truth. When you're explaining it, you want to explain it in a way whereas you know what I mean, you speaking to people who don't know, you know what I mean, the Bible. You understand? So go ahead, give one more try.
Okay, so first you would have to, you know, like explain what the beast is and what a beast does. A beast devours his prey.
No, just that part right there that you read. Read that part over one more time.
Come on, sir. To all the beasts of the field, and they became meat to all the beasts of the field.
Right, so they became meat to all the beasts of the field. So go ahead, break it down.
Okay, so now they have become the targeted group where everybody could feast upon us.
Yeah, like?
How
they feasting upon us?
Well, economically, spiritually.
When they say economically, what you mean?
Okay, like in the communities, like all of our communities, but I'm from Harlem, right? And in Harlem, like all the same nations that's in the 83rd Psalm was the same nation that's in Harlem, taking all of the wealth out of Harlem.
Meaning how? How are they doing it? Are they sticking you up? They're robbing you? How are they doing it?
Yes, sir. I would say more so like basically they're using our people. If you more say, it's like
you all are right, but you ought to give me.
Salaki, sir.
Come on, Baz.
They set up shops in our neighborhoods.
Simple. That's it. They set up shop in our neighborhoods. You understand? They're setting up shop in our neighborhoods. As Yanazai is saying, they're taking the wealth out of our community and sending it where? Back to their family, back to their people. You understand? Just that simple economic. You understand? When you go borrow money from the bank, there's an APR or a federal interest rate you're going to have to what? Pay. You understand? So, for example, you go buy a house for 100,000. By the time you finish pay for the house, guess how much you paid?
300,000.
Yes, because of the income, because of the interest rate and the APR. You understand? Like you're paying for 3 times. So how in hell you gonna survive? We are pray. What did they do in the who did they blame for the housing crisis?
The poor blacks and Hispanics.
Yes.
For the bad loans, for taking out the loans and not being able to pay them off.
Like if we just went in the bank and stick the manager up and say, yo, sign this paper here, 300,000 for this house. No questions asked. And you got the money.
It's lucky, sir.
Come on.
What you're saying is so heavy because it's like how you say they set up shop in our places. It's like one thing people don't realize is you never see like a liquor store or a smoke shop in the black neighborhood or in the white neighborhood or Edomite neighborhood. You'll see it in the black neighborhood.
Yes. You understand? Correct. You know what I mean? That's the economics right there for you. 101. You know what I mean? And remember in how much time the dollar went wrong in the black community in Tulsa, Oklahoma? You ever did the research on that?
So like it, sir.
Go ahead.
If I'm not mistaken, I think it was like 2 months. Like 60 days.
It took to go around. Look it up.
Okay.
See if you can find it. See if you can find it. You understand?
If I remember, Salaki, sir, if I may, if I remember correctly, because I did read about that, it was like 11 times. It stayed in our community. It circulated like 11 times before it left the community.
I think it was more than that, but let's double check just to make sure. Let's just to show you what they have been doing to us. You understand? We are prey to them. You understand? You're gonna get the Afghanistan people all the way, you know what I mean, them San Negroes, as they call them. You know what I mean? You're gonna go all the way in the desert, bring Afghanistani across here, and guess what? He gonna be what? He gonna be over you. He gonna have a store, and he's gonna be what? Over you. He's gonna be preying on you.
So
the Chinese famous for doing that. Come on.
A Google research said the dollar circulated 36 to 100 times in this tight-knit community called Tulsa, Oklahoma, the Black Wall Street.
You understand? That's how much it circulated. That's how much it circulated, brother. You understand? All right. All right. And we became come on.
Not to cut you off, but I was going to ask, would the welfare system, would that be another way that they prey on us? Like as far as like the household, dividing the household, is that like another way as well? Like kicking the man out the household, would that go along those lines?
Okay, that's not so much preying on you. Preying on you is, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's like sucking your wealth. Welfare, they're trying to, you know what I mean? That's basically what? A gift. They're trying to give you to make it look like, you know what I mean? It's like a handout.
So like I said,
you know what I mean? So you can't say what? We bad. Come on.
Just to drive the point home on what you're saying about the 36 to 100 times. It also says a single dollar might have stayed in Tulsa for almost a year before leaving the black community.
You understand? Now, how long does it take?
Salaki, sir.
Uh-huh.
And it also gives a further to nail that point home even further. It gives a pretty good example. It says, let's count the number of times each dollar could have been circulated. Just in one business. It said the black bookseller, that's one, the black author, the black publisher, the black distributor, the black staff member, the non-black building owner, and then the black-owned credit union that processed the whole thing. That's the dollar circulating within just that before it even left the building. that goes to show like how glorious the kingdom of heaven is going to be. You know, when we look at all these businesses now, like Walmart's and Sheets, and I don't give a damn if it's a Family Dollar, whatever we need, or cattle or whatever, like that dollar's going to circulate within us.
Yes,
for the most part.
Yes, you understand? They didn't want it. They didn't want you to want you in their community. Guess what they wanted? They wanted their pockets, your pockets in their community, in their stores. You understand? And 1 minute. Today, you gotta give me an example of today how they're preying on us. Right? Today at this hour, how they preying on us. All right, go ahead, Zion.
That was a Boz, sir.
Boz, go ahead.
How they preying on us as far as the dollar circulating in our community?
No. Just on the whole. Yeah, I mean, we know financially they done, they destroyed us.
Lucky, sir.
When it comes to that. Hold on 1 minute. Boz.
So like I said, I mean, he can take it. I was just gonna say that the dollar only stay in our community now about 5 minutes.
Yeah, or less than that.
As soon as you get
Less
your check,
than that.
you cash it, it's gone.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Less than that. You know what I mean? Especially if you already have it on automatic payment, it's done. It's gone.
As soon as you go to the gas station.
Yeah, it's done. All right. Mm-hmm. Who says Salak, yeah?
Hey, Shalaki, sir, I would say more so, this young man Rico, I would say more so how they praying on us today would be like by, I could say, materials like designer and stuff like that.
Like what?
I would say materials like designer and just clothes and like, the image, as you could say. People buying it.
All the outro on the like finance or economics. They took the luck, I mean, they luck and key that. How did they prey on us?
Yes, sir.
Today, come on.
They prey on us by putting drugs in our community and then locking us up for some of the drugs that they gave us.
Yeah, so that prison system is another way they use to prey on us. So now, guess what? We got rid of slavery, but guess what? And more you Negroes in what? In prison cell, right? What do they make? How much money they make in prison? Somebody could look that up and tell me what they actually making in prison.
So
come on.
You mean the actual prisoners or the prison itself?
The prisoners.
Okay.
Like what they getting paid. We know them. Like I think the prisons, some of these prisons, if I'm not mistaken, they're on the stock market. You could buy stocks. You understand? But I know there's companies like they make certain equipments for I don't know which government institution.
So like,
come on,
it's 33 cents to $1.25
that they make, right?
Yeah, per person.
You understand? And I know the people who they're making it for, making what 200 times the amount of money. You understand?
Salaki, sir.
Come on.
Well, when I was in the Esau's military, I remember I had a bunch of soldiers under me. I had to send them to go work for pre-deployment, like ship out, where you get like multiple gear. When you get ready to deploy to Afghanistan or Iraq, wherever, you got to get like everything over again. A complete full list of underwear, t-shirts, everything. And I went to go check on them. And I went to this warehouse. On the boxes that came in, I'm talking about thousands of boxes, damn near stacked to the ceiling. It said made in Miami prisons.
You understand?
So some rich white man, Slovakia, some rich oppressor is getting millions upon billions of dollars off of this stuff. They're making it for free. It's damn near no overhead, no profit. And Halliburton with the MREs, Lockheed Martin, it's ridiculous. This rabbit hole goes really, really deep. And guess what? The U.S. military, all its branches has zero budget. They can spend whatever they want.
It's ridiculous, sir. They're busy. They're preying on us to have this, you know what I mean, this economy running. Go ahead, have that one.
Well, I did Google a while ago. It says U.S. prison workers produce over $11 billion worth of goods.
Come on. And is that going back to the black community?
Not one penny.
Not one.
Prisoners are paid pennies an hour.
Salaki, sir.
Come on.
And like they have like organizations that stand up for like child labor laws in China and whatnot. Like when Michael Jordan make his shoes over in China, where they pay the kids, the Chinese children in those factories, like pennies on the dollar to make those shoes over there, because they would have to pay a decent wage to have a manufactured in the United States. But where's the organization standing up for the prison workers getting paid 36 cents a day?
Right. Ain't nobody doing it because why? They don't view them as human beings. They don't view them. You understand? And they have preyed on us for far too long. You're forgetting one group of people they're preying on right now. Who they're preying on right now?
Salaki, sir.
Come on.
The Hispanics, sir.
How?
Well, they like Officer Zion brought it out earlier, sir. He was like they're using them like a political football. You know.
That's it. Yes, they're preying on us. Like these people are poor. They need help. But guess what? You are right side. You're writing a paper telling them, you sending them to go to this state to work. So guess what? They're gonna what? Get on the bus. And they're gonna go wherever the what? Work is. Because they need what? They need what? They need water. They need what? Food. They need clothes. And they need some housing. You understand? Like you literally prey on blacks and Hispanics in our poverty, in our hell. Right? Finish reading
Salaki, sir.
Yanazar.
Daniel Khan, sir.
Yeah. Hold on. Let Yanazar finish reading. Go ahead.
Come on, Khan. Verse 4. The first was like a lion and had eagle.
Sorry. Who was reading the Ezekiel?
I think it was I.S.U.P.K was reading, sir.
I.S.U.P.K. Finish reading that part with the prayer.
Come on. And they became, it's like a book of Ezekiel, chapter 34 and verse 5 at the end. When they were scattered.
Say that one more time? No. Read over with the prey. We became a prey.
Come on. And they became meat to all the beasts of the field.
All right, that's the important part there. To what? All the what?
The beasts of the field.
All the beasts of the field. Right? And we know that ain't talking about what? That ain't talking about no animal. How we know it ain't talking about it ain't talking about animal?
Salaki, sir.
Come on.
Because with the intelligence of man, we smarter than we're able to kill the actual animals who might try to prey upon us. We know how to set traps and make weapons and things of that nature.
I'll take that, but it's a little simpler than that.
If I may, sir.
Come on.
It says at the beginning of the verse, it says, my sheep. So that
you getting it.
That tells us that this is not talking about animals, because this is the Lord's sheep. The Lord's sheep is Israel.
All right, the Lord's sheep of the house of Israel. But okay, pertaining to the beast, how we know it's not a beast?
Oh, Salakia.
How we know it's not a lion or a tiger trying to eat you?
Salaki, sir.
Baz, I'll take what Baz say, but I'm looking for something else. Come on.
Salaki, sir.
Go ahead. Because
this
tell me. Go ahead. About that one.
the scriptures liken the other nations that prey on us as beasts.
Yeah, that's this one. That's this one on here. But just to drive it home, you're talking to a simple Christian.
Salaki,
Like,
sir.
nah, this is this is a beast. Come on.
I got a precept, if I may.
Come on.
All right, this is the book of Daniel, chapter 7, verse 17. These great beasts, which are four kings, which shall arise out of the earth.
That's further going into the breakdown. I want it right here. How you know this ain't a lion or a bear? It's simple. We just went over all of it. Now tie it back in. Because did a lion or a bear oppress you? Come in and take all your money, kill your people out, what I call destroy Black Wall Street? Did a lion do that? Did a bear do that? You understand? A bear cannot do that. You understand? As Baz was saying, the Lord make you with enough wisdom. If that were to happen, you will what? You will put these lions in what? You'll put these lions to death. But somebody preying on you. Ain't a lion ain't make the American prison system, the school to pipeline for blacks and Hispanics and Native Indian. A lion didn't do that. A man did it. A beast did it. You understand? A beast has no what? No conscience. And these nations have no conscience when it comes to us. You go into a Chinese man restaurant and you're 10 cents short. Is he going to give you the food? No, you're going to have to go outside with a magnifying glass and look on the ground to see if you can get what? 10 cents. Or pray a brother come by and give you it. You understand? They don't look at you as what? As being humans. They don't do it. They don't have no mercy, no pity on you. You understand? Right? Read on, Ayathon.
When they were scattered.
Right, when they were what? Scattered. You understand? Like we scattered right now into all type of religions, all type. You understand? And as Christ said, what Christ said, a nation what? Divided cannot what? Stand. And we are divided as a people. You understand? That's why these other nations could come in our community and prey on us. You think you could go into what's the capital of China?
Beijing.
You think you could go my soul food restaurant in Beijing? If you have dog and bat on your menu, you might, you know what I mean? You might survive for about what, a week or two? But a soul food restaurant is not going to open in Beijing. But yet and still, they don't call them what? Racist. Come on.
So like I said, if I may, what you're saying is so heavy. If I may, that a black man, a so-called Negro, definitely cannot open a soul food restaurant in Beijing. But if there is anybody who could, who's not Chinese, it would be an African. You know what I'm saying? Like I've seen I've seen somewhere where it was an African, a Hamite, who had learned all these soul food recipes, mac and cheese, yams, collard greens, all of that, and he opened up a soul food restaurant. I think it was in New York. I can't remember, but you know what I'm saying? And it was on the news, like, oh, this is the best food ever, and all of this. You know what I'm saying? That's what they do. In fact, like Yanazar was saying earlier, the restaurant manners like is ran by Africans and like Asians now. You know what I'm saying? That used to be literally one of our restaurants, but they done took it over. You know what I'm saying? So that's crazy. It's a lot.
Yeah, because they pray on us. They come. Where's the precept in Deuteronomy? Where it say ye shall they shall be the head and ye shall be the tail. Get a precept for me.
Select it.
Come on.
Deuteronomy 43, 28, 43, and 44, sir.
Go ahead, read it.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 43. The stranger that is within thee shall get up high, shall get up above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low. Verse 44.
That is what they are going to what? Pray on you. You telling me we don't have no black banks? None? With Oprah, all the money Oprah have, she count my bank for black people. All the money Jay-Z have. Go ahead.
What we bringing out so heavy in this class, like another way they prey on us with through like all the social media when they like try to, you know, push agendas through music and movies and radio, you know, on our culture. They prey on us in a big way in that way. Even on social media, TikTok, Facebook, like TikTok wouldn't be nothing without niggas. You know what I mean? So they prey on us.
You're correct. This earth ain't gonna be nothing without blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. You're so right. Right, come on.
Salakia, sir, if I may. I just sent Officer Tabawan an article where they just gave one of the Native Indian tribes permission to open weed stores on the reservation.
Salakia, sir.
Come on.
And also too with our entertainers. Let's take for example, the NCAA soon to be pros. When they get these trainings, when they get drafted by the NBA and college and all that, these financial advisors, speak highly and disencourage them to invest in their neighborhoods. They want them to get as far away from the communities they come from. Even with Oprah and Jay-Z and all that, even if they try to invest in the neighborhoods, without Commander YAHANNA, the Spirit of the Lord being with you, these devils will, Jay-Z and Murder Inc., Irv Gotti, them, they all tried to start their own major distribution company. And when they put that money together with Puff Daddy, Jay-Z, Irv Gotti, and I think it was Dr. Dre, they started vetting the people that be working for them. Like as far as, oh, you got a friend with a felony? Nope, can't do it. Who's going to run this? Nope, can't do it. They just find a way to tear it down. So there could be no major move when it comes to financial freedom, which Jay-Z always claims that's our only hope. Like they're going to find a way to destroy you and eat off of you so you can't eat.
Yep.
It's ridiculous. Even basketball and football too. There's no way you're going to go back to your neighborhood because they're going to say, nah, don't do that. You came from that. Go move to Beverly Hills. Start. How about you invest in something that's already going, like Starbucks? They won't let you start your own Negro coffee company.
Mm-hmm. Correct. Come on.
Salakia, sir.
There is a black bank that I bank at, Mechanics and Farmers. It's based out of Durham, North Carolina. It's supposed to be African American owned, but I don't know if you go up the food chain, how true that is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's no different than a Chinese that own a store, but guess who face is all over it? A Hispanic.
It's Salakia, sir, if I may.
You understand? Come on.
I just want to give an example. Like in Harlem, New York, there's a bank called Carver National, which was the largest bank in Harlem. So how they with one swoop, the oppressor took control over the bank, and all he did was become the largest depositor. He like deposited like $1 million or $2 or $3 million into the bank. So now all of the interest, the majority of the interest in that bank is going to the oppressor. So he really runs the bank.
Yeah, you gotta understand this. You own the bank, right? Who own the bank?
The government owns the bank, sir.
The federal. They regulate what goes on in your bank. You understand? We not like Donald Sterling. Donald Sterling came out and say if we lend the so-called Jewish people $10,000, Guess what they're going to pay back?
10,000.
10,000. You understand? That's a totally different banking system from us. You understand? We go to school and we rack up a ton of student loan, and then we don't get any jobs. With the last hired, first fired.
Come.
You understand? All right. Read on Yanaza. Read that last part.
Verse 44.
Mm-hmm.
He shall lend to thee.
He shall what?
He shall lend to thee.
Come on.
And thou shalt not lend to him.
You understand? Now you understand why you don't have any black banks. You might have one. I still call it what? None. You don't have. You understand? You just don't have it. You're trying, but you don't have it. All right, come on.
And he shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail.
You understand? He shall be the what?
The head.
Because he's going to be doing what? He's going to be running everything. Oh, you want to open my credit union? Okay, come. Let's see. Open your books. All right, you're going to have this interest rate. You're not going to do this. You're not going to do that. You think you could do what Donald Sterling and them doing? Their people doing?
So
Where they come and borrow money. Come on.
You see what happened in Mississippi with Brett Favre, the former quarterback for the Green Bay Packers, Hall of Fame quarterback. Him and the former governor of Mississippi involved in some kind of welfare scam where they funneling like $77 million that should have went to welfare recipients. And Mississippi is the poorest state in the country. And like Brett Favre took like a certain portion of that to build a volleyball facility at Southern Alabama or Southern Mississippi, where he went to school, where his daughter played volleyball at. So they ripping off the poorest people in the poorest state in America for their own personal gain.
Yeah, so nobody going to jail for it, right?
Sir.
Yeah, you understand? Oliver Norton.
He ain't even paying back the money.
No, I think I saw something where it said he gave back 1.1 million.
Oh, okay. Well, at first he refused to give back the money.
Yeah,
I guess the public opinion made him do it.
No, he was going. He would have go to jail. You understand? Let one of us do it now. Come on.
I was going to ask. My connection went out again. I was going to ask what scripture reference are y'all currently pulling from right now?
Tell him where you're at, Yanaza.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verses 43 and 44.
Good.
Concept.
All right. No, go back. No, go back to Daniel now.
This is the book of Daniel, chapter 7 and verse 4. The first was like a lion and had eagle's wings. I beheld till the wings thereof were plucked.
Read on.
And it was lifted up from the earth and made stand upon the feet as a man. And a man's heart was given to it.
All right. What is that talking about?
Salakia, sir. They're talking about Scotland. They're talking about Scotland.
They're talking about what?
Scotland, sir.
No. No. Remember in verse 3, what was said in verse 3?
4 great beasts came up from the sea. The verse went from another.
Right, which means what? There were 4 what? Heathen what? Kingdoms. 4 heathen kingdoms. All right? Scotland is like a I believe it's like a it's not a head.
So, like, sir, if I could,
Come on.
I believe Scotland is one of the horns, right?
Yes, it's more like a horn, right? But this is not talking about a horn.
Salaki.
Come on.
Is this talking about Babylon, right?
No, you're close to it.
Like, if I could,
the
lion would be the Assyrian Empire.
Yes, the Assyrian Empire. Right, this is the Assyrian Empire talking about. And Tabo One, you could look up the what you call it again? The Assyrian lion. From the maybe from the British Art Museum, and see what pictures come up. You want that lion that has the what? Wings on it. All right. All right, and say on that part where they say, right? So they say the lion had what? Had wings. Eagle wings. All right.
Yeah, there it is.
Read that next part that come after the colon.
And it was lifted up from the earth.
After wings, they say, I beheld till the wings.
Oh, so like concept. I beheld till the wings thereof were plucked.
Well, what?
Plucked.
Well, plucked. You understand? So now the wings plucked. All right. And read on. What's happening?
When a bird's wings is plucked, he falls to the earth.
All right. So read on.
And it was lifted up from the earth, and made stand upon the feet as a man.
Right. So that wing pluck. So guess what? They're gonna what? Fall to the earth. All right. So it's Assyrian Empire. What happened to it?
Salaki, sir. It's being destroyed. It's being conquered by the second beast.
Well, yeah. But what is happening to it here? It says fell and what? It was made to stand upon his feet like a what?
Like a man.
Like a man. Why is it saying it like a man?
Because a man doesn't fly. His feet are on the ground, so it's grounded now.
Right, correct. So it's giving you, it's more like, okay, how do they look as America today?
So like I said,
what image does America have? Come on.
I just want to know, is this the correct image, sir?
Let me see where you at. Hold on. Yeah, I'll take that. But it's a lion. This one has an arm. It has a man head. A man face.
Come on. I'm gonna try to find it, sir.
All right. But you get what I'm talking about. That lion with that wing. You understand? And now it's made to look like a what? A man, meaning what?
I think it's a griffin.
That it's not as powerful as it once was.
Yes, I'll take that. You understand? I'll take that. But more so, okay. How do the other nations look as America? Like how do they look at America?
Like like a big superpower, the eagle.
Like a superpower. Like what?
Intelligent.
Explain it a little more to me. When they say look at them as a superpower.
Like because of the military might they have and the freedoms, the intelligence, the high level of intelligence. You know what I'm saying? And that's how other nations look at America. America has shown, with the atom bombs and with the extreme liberties that we have here, there's no heresies laws, just the high intelligence of all the scientists coming here and just making this great dragon of a beast. Like they're very intimidating.
Yes. Yeah, I mean that's a good word. Intimidating. Meaning now America coming for you, you are what? You're quaking. Right? What happened to Gaddafi?
And they killed Gaddafi.
Yeah, but remember, Gaddafi had what? He had what? A cabinet. He had people around him. He had allies. But when America at your doorstep, guess what? You're on your own, brother.
It's like it, sir. It's heavy too. They did the same thing with Noriega down there in Panama. They did the same thing with Osama bin Laden, Barack Hussein Obama, his kids Uday and Qusay. They are taking all these other small superpowers out, and they're showing you that America's the boss. You know, by their violence.
So this lion with wings, right? Remember, a lion is what? King of the jungle. You can't, you know what I mean? Ain't no, you know what I mean? Ain't no animal want to mess with that lion. You understand? Ain't nobody want to mess with it. But guess what? Them wings was plucked. Lost that power. So now he's looked at as just a what?
A man.
A man. Just a man. Meaning he what? He shit and bleeds just like you.
Right.
And eat just like you. You understand? So now it takes away the what? The fear. That he can't bleed. Because you can imagine, you mean, you in the desert on a camel back, and this man sitting down in a 40-foot air-conditioned unit on a drone with a Hellfire missile with your name on it. Your bowels, you know what I mean? It's where's how to use for diarrhea? I forget the name of it. You need packs of them tablets to stop it. You understand? Because he bringing that fear to you, where it's you know what I mean, it's you fighting against a god. You understand? Right? So read that part over for me one more time, Yanaza.
I beheld till the wing thereof were plucked, and it was lifted up from the earth, and made stand upon the feet as a man, and a man's heart was given to it.
Now a man's heart was given to it, meaning what?
He had to use his mind more than his brute force.
You on it? You on it? Wisdom. You have to use now. You understand? All right. That wisdom is talking about here now. So that man heart was given to him. Now he had to start to use this up here. You understand? All right. So they say with the man's heart, right, which was given to the what do you call it again? Hold on. Baaz.
Yes, sir.
You had said the Babylonian, right?
Come on.
Yes, it's the Babylonian Assyrian Empire, basically. Correct, right? Just to make sure, right? So they say many of the white, so-called oppressors, mathematical, people, or I should say, not people, but so much, the mathematics and the medical advances came from these people. You understand? If you know what I mean, you're able to go do the research, you'll see that it came all the way from them. All right. Now go to verse 5 now.
Kind of one concert. Verse 5. And behold, another beast, a second like to a bear, and it raised up itself on one side, and it had 3 ribs in the mouth of it, between the teeth of it. And they said thus unto it, arise, devour much flesh.
You understand? Like this is a vision Daniel is having here, brother. He's seen his second like a what?
Like a bear.
Like a bear. All right. And which empire is this? Which heathen empire is this?
Salaki, sir.
Go ahead.
So me the Persian Empire?
Yeah, the Persian and the Medes, correct. But they more so say the Persian Empire because the Persians were more so the, the dominant one. I think the capital was in Persia. You understand?
Salakia, sir.
Come on.
Can I ask a question?
Go ahead.
I was reading an article, and the Persians were Elamites. I was reading this article. It was saying that the Persians were Elamites.
More so, I believe, is the Medes. The Persians are more like your people from Iran. Those are the Persians. Then there's the one who I think had the if I'm not mistaken, the Ottoman Empire.
Come on, sir.
Or the Ottoman Empire was their capital. All right. All right, the Persians and the Medes, right? Right. And when it say it raised up on itself on one side, what does that mean? I just give it to you.
Salaki, sir.
Go ahead.
That's the Persian side being stronger than the Mede side.
Yes, that's it. The Persians had a more important position than the Medes. You understand?
Khan.
Now you could go look this up. They're saying in about 553 BC, Cyrus, the great king of Persia, rebelled against his grandfather, like they all do. You know what I mean? The oppressor, they like to kill each other for what? For power, money, wealth. You understand? Let little Peter know that, you know what I mean, that grandma has a $1 million in what do you call that? What do you call that insurance? That life insurance. You understand? Grandma is going fishing. You understand? Grandma or mommy is going fishing, and it's going to be like it's an accident. You know what I mean? They will kill each other for that power, right? All right, just move along. They say the Mede king, right? I.S.U.P.K, right? Son of Xerxes, right? He said he finally won a decisive victory in 550 BC, resulting in I.S.U.P.K's capture by his own dissatisfied nobles, who promptly turned him over to the triumphant Cyrus. Right, so they're just fighting it within each other. Yeah, just like, you know what I mean, how America came to be in America. America was under who?
The British.
The British. But what happened?
They rebelled.
You understand? They rebelled. You understand? They make us look like, you know what I mean, like we the one who just kill and, you know what I mean, slaughter and sell drugs to each other. I mean, these heathens kill each other, act like it's, you know what I mean, like it's, you know what I mean, nothing, like that's their job. When it comes for money and power, they will do it. Right? And they say after Cyrus' victory against I.S.U.P.K, the Medes were subject to their close kin, the Persians. Right? So they're close kins. Right? So the whole mitate Yaniza, but I know the Medes, more like the Medes and them were Elamite. I'm not too sure about the Persians and them. All right? But I'll find out. All right? Right, and what's the three ribs?
Salaki, sir.
Come on.
So the ribs, would that be the it's what you just said about the the close kin, the Medes that they destroyed with the ribs.
Give me a little more.
Like the ribs, like for instance, Adam and Eve, like Eve was like from the tribe of Adam. So would it be like ribs being like a kinsman?
Yeah, but give me a little. Yeah, give me a little more. Yeah, hit the nail on the head.
That they went to war with their own. That the Persians went to war with their own and
Salakia, sir.
Think power. Come on.
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
Could it mean that they were the ones that devoured the remnant of the Assyrian Empire?
Think power. When you hear the ribs, right? Think power.
Slack
They had 3 ribs in the mouth. Come on.
Are these 3 nations that they are in control of?
Not nations, because remember, it's just what? The Persians and the Medes. Right here. The second hidden empire is the Persians and the Medes. So these 3 ribs will represent what? 3 what? 3 kings. All right? Right? You have what? One of them is Cyrus, the second Darius, the first. Come on.
So these 3 ribs are the rulers?
Yes, the 3 kings.
Salakia, sir.
Come on.
So the last one, his son Xerxes.
Yeah, Xerxes, right? Which is who? Who is Xerxes?
He's a son of King Darius, the Persians.
Yeah, but pertaining to the Bible now. I'm trying to bring it back to the Bible. Xerxes mentioned in the Bible by another name.
In the Apocrypha.
Who? It's in the Bible too. When I say in the Bible, I mean in the not just in the Apocrypha, but in the regular, Bible.
Cyrus?
Nebuchadnezzar?
In the book of Esther. Ahasuerus. Remember him? Right? In the book of Esther, the king that hung Haman.
Yes. The book of Exodus, chapter 9.
Esther.
I mean, Esther 9 and verse 2. He's mentioned in that verse.
Yes, right? So it was through these kings that Persia gained most of its economic power and did most of its conquering through these 3 kings. That's why when we read the book of Esther, this king, he had, a certain, he had a lot of what? He had a lot of provinces. You understand? A lot. Right? And he was over, basically a large amount of what? Israelites.
Salaki, sir.
Come on.
Could you break down the definition? What's the meaning of provinces? What that is again? Because I'm familiar with that word. I've heard it before.
Provinces is like states, like how America have Georgia, New Jersey, New York. Right? The Bible does call them provinces.
Okay, that's
All right. Okay, so what I'll do is next week we will try and finish it off. Right? So we in verse 7?
Verse 7. Yes,
all right, so we're gonna try and finish off. We're gonna start at verse 7 next week. Right? You all have any question before I let you all out? Any question on topic or outside of the topic? Yes. Hold on. Sakara. Anaya. If I'm not mistaken, I believe he was Xerxes. That same one. In I think in 300. All right. But I'll let you know for sure next class. Next Monday, I'll let you know for sure. But if my memory do serve me correct, he was. All right. Okay, so with that, I'm gonna pass the class over. Who do we need guard for Fayetteville?
Officer Core, I got it, sir.
Okay, go ahead. All right.
Hey, men of Israel, Almighty, we're gonna get one curse salute to the teacher. Men of Israel, Almighty Shabbat, Almighty Barak.
Yahweh Shemi Ashabrak Thumb.
Yajamata. So our turn faces sisters. Men of Israel, we're gonna run one curse salute to the teacher, to the sisters. Men of Israel, Almighty Shabbat, Almighty Barak. Yajamata. Class Smith will do these announcements.
Mm-hmm. You'll just raise the camera up so you can see, right? Oh yeah, don't step back. Yeah, good.
I.S.U.P.K security. Lock it, Cap. My bad.
No, you good. You solid in now.
I.S.U.P.K security announcements. With I.S.U.P.K start at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother or sister. When a new brother or sister comes to the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to share themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. You can find this in Numbers 18 and 21. Malachi 3, 8 and 10 means 10th in Hebrew. It's pronounced my Asherah. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests is not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like to give. Upcoming holy convocations, memorial blowing of trumpets. It's the first day of the 7th month, which is Sunday, September 25th. For North Carolina, be healed here in Fayetteville. You can find this in Leviticus 23, verse 24, 25. Let everybody know, come through 205 West Russell Street. Also check your bulletin board for you do announcements. Also, Black Watch on Mondays. Y'all know that. Come on at 9 o'clock. Like, share, subscribe to push it to the nation. All the radio shows, Chain Breakers, Ask Your Prophets, Boot Up and Shut Up, everything. Also, the Tennessee Cookouts coming up is going to be in Nashville, September 28th through the 1st. Go ahead and reserve your room if you haven't done that. Give us your camp leave if you need any help. All right. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black: boots, shirt, pant, headband, scarf. And with that, class is dismissed.
Yeah, September 28th to October 1st.